going. We're on to the Hefeweizen now.
We're on to another Hefeweizen, a second one. Because when we do a week of something, there has to be at least two.
There has to be.
I mean, I guess we could do one, but that seems kind of cheesy.
Yeah. It's Hefeweizen week. We did one.
One.
That's not enough.
No,
One
at
is the
least
loneliest number.
two. Maybe in the future we'll get to where we have more. But we have two, and this is the second one on this Give It a Shot. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Keith, and we are AboutBeverages.com. And Hefeweizen Part 2 for this week is the Sierra Nevada Kellerweis Hefeweizen.
Nice. I like how you said that.
I don't know if that's right, but why not?
It sounded like it.
We'll incorporate a little German heritage in there and throw that out there.
Well, that's the home of the wheat beer.
This was we're thinking about $7.99 a six-pack.
Yeah, I did buy the single, but it's most of their beers are usually in that neighborhood.
Usually in that vicinity, depending on if there's a sale or not, and 4.8% alcohol.
Yeah, both the wheat beers that we've had this week have been sessionable, which is fairly typical of wheat beers. Usually they're
Makes
mostly
sense.
lower in alcohol, which is nice because, again, I think of them as a summer thing, and
Yep.
during the summer I pound a lot of beer. Apparently that's what they think, at least.
Were you reading something else about the fermentation?
Oh,
or
yeah.
something there, or-
They actually specifically mentioned we were at Sierra Nevada's website, which we'll have a link to at AboutBeverages.com, that they use the open style of fermentation that they typically use, where they're letting all the yeasties and all the things, all the different critters and everything
In
climb
the
into
air.
there. It's a
Okay.
very Belgian kind of style of fermentation. So they
I see
feel
something in there right now.
Yeah,
No, I'm just kidding.
yeah. There's something trying to get out. It's like Alien, like Prometheus or something coming out. But yeah, so they use that style, and they feel it adds more depth, which we'll find out here as soon as
It's going
I
to
open
add
the
more
bottle.
something.
They also do have a specific way that they like you to pour it. It may be a little difficult right now. I will try, because they say to pour 2/3 of it into a glass, swirl around, and then pour the rest of it. Do you know
Okay.
why they say to do that?
Well, probably because sediment collects at the bottom.
Exactly.
They want you to share the goodness.
Yeah. So I'll try and
Partake of the
I'll try and
sedimenty goodness.
Yeah, I'll try and split it a little bit, and then give us each a little bit of sediment.
Okay. And
Does it
mine will
sound-
be clear, and yours will be.
Yeah,
No.
that's kind of the way it goes sometimes, it seems like. Okay, so I'm going to go there. And then I'm going to do that. And I'm going to swirl a little bit. And
shake it up.
And I'm
I'm
going
just
to pour
kidding.
like that and go like that. Oops. Well, that's fairly successful.
Yeah. They look relatively
Relatively cloudy.
the same.
Wow, much cloudier than the last one we just had.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. It always said a lot of times Hefeweizens have that just like chicken broth look to
Yeah,
me.
and that's a good call. It's exactly what that looks like. It looks like a good chicken broth.
Nice head retention, though.
Same kind of yellowish color, though.
Yeah, just a little cloudier.
Yeah, just a little cloudier, but yeah, head
Denser.
retention is really nice too. It's nice. No real lacing to speak of. Oh well.
Oh, well. Yeah. No, it really slides down the glass really quickly. Ooh.
Okay, they've gone for the I'm getting some open style fermentation there.
Banana, anyone?
Yeah, banana clove. Anyone?
This reminds me of if you've ever had the Franziskaner Hefeweizen.
Mm-hmm.
That, that's from, from
that-
Spaten.
More true German kind of style,
Yeah.
wit beer, Hefeweizen kind of thing.
Oh, yeah. That's juicy fruit gum right there.
I'm liking that aroma, though. I don't know if I like how this may go in the flavor, but as of right now, I kind of like. It seems like the aroma is fairly balanced. Like I like that. It seems refreshing.
Yeah.
Because juicy fruit is refreshing. It's not as good as Big League Chew.
Oh.
Man-sized wads of great-tasting bubblegum stuffed in a Stay Fresh pouch. Ooh,
Wow.
How does that not turn
I'm
you
glad
on?
you said bubblegum. Man-sized wad stuff in a Stay Fresh pouch.
How is that like marketing? How is that a good idea?
It's a good little out. No surprises in the taste.
No, there's not. That's
If you like the aroma, then you'll like the taste.
yeah. It got a little tart. Like I don't. I guess thinking back on it, I did get citrus in the aroma. We didn't really mention it, but I did get some of that in there because there's a little sharpness in the middle there. I don't know.
Oh, okay. See, when I have a beer like this and I pick up on those bananas, it's like everything else kind of shuts off. And I don't mean that in a bad way.
No.
Because I go, oh, that's what I expect from that, and
Right.
then I shouldn't. You're right. If there's something else in there, there's a little flatness to it sort of at the front of the tongue. There's not a lot of acidity or brightness to it, to me.
And that's probably because of the wheat, the unfilteredness.
Yeah.
Maybe kind of weighs some of that down a little bit, but it's actually not too clovey.
No,
it is kind of borderline, but I actually like it.
I get in the mood for a beer like this every once in a while. It's not that's not like, a favorite style of mine, but I do. There are some times where I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm for whatever reason. Something triggers and I'm in the mood for that sort of style. But that's definitely that banana ester, and the little clove and I didn't get the.
If you're having some spicier foods, maybe, like I know that's usually kind of a classic pairing with this. If you're having maybe some Chinese food or something like that, where there might be some spice in there,
maybe even some Thai food or something.
Yeah, there you go. Probably more Thai food or something like that, or even like some sort of enchilada, something or other, or some nice maybe a big plate of nachos. Maybe a big plate of nachos. You have some jalapenos on there and some other.
The jalapeno and the banana could play well off each other. Actually, as weird as that sounds, I can picture that though, and I think that could be okay.
That sounds like a really weird claymation thing.
The jalapeno and the banana
versus the banana. But no, I actually think it would. Yeah, I don't have that. I have a lot, but I don't have that.
None of that.
Although, who knows? Maybe I'll Google later. Maybe I'll find something.
He is the jalapeno. I am the banana. Oh, that doesn't make sense.
Jalapeno v banana.
That's not good either. Banana.
Yeah, I like that. That's really nice. Like
it's, true to the style, and
it's not as heavy as the one we had earlier in the week. I think.
Right. This finish is cleaner.
Yeah, finish is a little cleaner. There's still some of that kind of residual heaviness on the sour palate, but it just isn't the sour area of my tongue. But it just doesn't seem quite as strong.
It's not as bitter as that last one was, and this is it just has that sort of wheat kind of heaviness, but not super heavy. So
I'm glad you mentioned the bitterness because you've been upset lately. No, because actually I noticed as well that they use, not all the time because they said but they use the same hop that was in the previous beer.
Oh, really? Okay.
So they use
they may have pulled it back a little bit, or modified it with something else.
Perhaps, They mentioned Sterling and I apologize, I can't remember the other hop off the top of my head, but I noticed that and I was like, oh, interesting. So it must be whatever's available. They feel those are comparable. But I thought that was kind of interesting that we might actually be having a similar hop profile. And this is definitely, not as bitter.
Yep.
And what you should not be bitter about is going to our website at AboutBeverages.com and checking out the tasting notes for
every day.
This beer. Yeah, every day.
Every day.
For this beer from Sierra Nevada, along with where it hits on our recommendation scale. And while you're there, definitely always be perusing the drink database, because that is the spot where we try and bring together all of the other beverages that we have throughout the week that we may have not gotten to podcast on, because we do have lives outside of this. As of right now, this is all about enjoyment.
That's right.
Am I right?
That's right.
That's right. And we have a good time doing that.
That's right.
We can't lie.
We're not making any money off of this.
No,
it's all for fun. That's right. Okay.
And that's good. And
we hope maybe not. We may not be making money, but hopefully we're making friends.
Yes, and actually we have. We've been getting a lot more comments lately, which we definitely appreciate. People filling in gaps where maybe our knowledge is a little bit lacking, and also just giving us nice well wishes, and we appreciate that as well.
We certainly do. Feedback is good. No, go ahead.
It is true.
Feedback is good.
Feedback is good. Blowback is not.
Oh, no.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know either, but that doesn't sound good.
That doesn't sound good at all. But whether we like it or not,
you should give it a shot.